to the homestead. Well, here I am in the studio getting ready to put together the table and the desk. Granddaughter the other day found the legs for me and the screws, and so it should go along quite easily. And who knows, maybe we'll even try wallpapering. Okay, that's one. 3 more to go with this screwdriver. I think I'm going to go get the drill and use the screwdriver tip on the drill. I'll be back. Hi, Baxter. What are you doing?
Baxter, come on.
Time to go. After seeing how well I tightened it with this, I decided to go ahead and tighten the other ones with this, just top it off in case I didn't get them tight enough. Anyway, this is going way faster. Gotta do something with my legs though, because they're not comfortable. Here is a really heavy table, and what we did is that there was this really big, heavy, thick desk that we had. It belonged to our daughters. We had a little one, and then when she had to move into the apartment after the divorce, she took the little one and gave me the bigger one, which it was fine except for the fact that it was really, really, really big. She didn't want it back when we needed to get rid of it. So we decided we would cut it up and throw it in the trash can. And some of the pieces, like this piece, were really good, and other pieces too. We used some pieces, I believe, as shelves. We made small shelves with them. And this one, we bought these legs and we made a table with it. And I wish we could have saved more of the desk because it did make really nice furniture, in the sense of sturdy furniture. The desk is a perfect size for working on it, because not only was I the pastor of the church, but I was also the secretary, and I wore all the hats of the church. It was a community of senior adults, primarily over the age of 70. Many were in their 80s and 90s. And so to get volunteers, they would come and help, but I usually had them sitting at a table when they helped. And so I would stand at this table because it was perfect for folding papers and variety of different things. And so anyway, it's a great table. And so let's put the legs on to the desk now. In order for the movers to not lose the screws, they would use empty tape rolls. They put the shipping tape on the bottom, and then they put the screws and whatnot in type, and then shipping tape on top. So, don't know if you can see this, but you see the screws, the washers, they're all stuck to that, that tape right there, so I'm having to peel them off. Okay, I'm going to have to use something else. This one has one of those star things. Okay, it's not a star. Octagons. Sexagons. Anyway, I think I have one of those tools from when we built the, put together the shelves for the kitchen. So let me go see if I can find that, and I'll be back. Okay, Lee found one for me, fits perfect. So let's finish these legs. Okay, that's all 4 of the legs. This is a very heavy table for as little as it is. It's very heavy. So let's see if I can flip it over. Got it. Now, I know where those other 2 screws go. I think I'm chopping my head off. It's okay. Hey, I didn't line this pole up, so this one's not fitting. Maybe this one will go in. That last one's the stripped one. They're sticking up. They don't go in all the way, so I'm wondering if I put 2 short ones in the legs. I don't know, I don't really care. I think it's good enough. Okay, I'm wondering if I should attempt the wallpaper by myself. I wonder if I can get it straight. Won't know until I try. But I do think I'll get a blade, so I'll be right back. I hate to get it started and not have enough, so let me calculate if I have enough. I should, but let's see. Okay, I went and got me some tools. Got this straight edge, got me a tape measure, got me a pen, and I got me a spatula. I got this spatula so I can help rub it down. The reason I picked this one is because see how flat it is on the top? That way, it's also plastic, it won't tear my paper. So, I got those things. Do I got it up high enough on the wall so you can see? Get this stuff out of the way so I don't trip. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is measure my stuff. Just shy of 18 inches. It's 17 and just over 3/4. 17 3/4. Okay. 17 3/4. Let's mark the wall. That paper should go right along those lines. Okay, that first roll should fit right there. Now, I'll measure over, same distance. That second one is exactly 17 3/4, which is really interesting because it shouldn't have been. Because this was just a hair more than 17 3/4. Okay, I'm not going to keep measuring because that didn't work. I went 17 3/4 from the wall to the line, made the line. And it was over, the wallpaper was over just a hair of the line, which was good. Then I measured 17 3/4 from the line and made another line. And the wallpaper comes in just a hair under.
So, like I said, that's not good. Of course, I measured backwards, but that shouldn't make a difference. 17 3/4 is 17 3/4. So, I don't know. Maybe when I drew the line, I drew it out more because of the ballpoint pen instead of a nice slender pencil. Lee always uses a slender pencil instead of a round pen. Now, I'm thinking because when I do measure like this, I measured at the end. But when I was measuring like this, I measured in at the line. I'm going to do that from now on because, well, I should overlap them. Does wallpaper get butted up next to each other or overlapped? I think it gets butted up next to it, not overlapping. I'm not going to write in any more lines on the wall though just yet. I'm just going to start with these two and see what I got. Because, like I said, I got 6 rolls, I think. Okay, that was hard. Laying it on the ground was much easier. Anyhow, it was 110 plus because of that curved part, so maybe a ½ inch. This is they say 17.7 and I went 17.75. That might be the reason. But it also says each one's 118 feet. 11 inches. 118 feet? 118 feet. That's a lot. I'm not going to need 6 rolls. That part's 72. So that goes in 6 times at 12 inches. I got plenty. I do. I have plenty. Because that would be all 6 rolls. And it's more than 12 inches.
Yeah,
So
it's got a nice texture to it.
it's almost, I don't know, it's almost cloth-like. Huh, pretty cool. Can you see? It has some really nice looking lines on the back so I can cut it perfectly. So I can cut it. Directions are on the inside too. I don't know if you can see those. No, maybe not. Okay, so they do want it to overlap, so that line was no good. I'm going crooked by just a hair. I can see my line now, and I couldn't see it in the beginning. I'm going to use my spatula. Okay, all right. I'll bring you in closer so you can see it. What I ended up doing is that I used this blade. It was just going off crooked, so I pulled the bottom. It wasn't stuck, and I pulled the bottom to the line, and then lower. I smoothed the bottom down. That left a pucker, and I took my blade, and along the brick edge, I sliced it. Then I used the spatula to push that down, and then just sealed it right over the top. And it looks good. When I did it, I couldn't even see where I did it at. And so that worked out really, really good to straighten it out. And it's super smooth. I didn't see any bubbles. Let me show you. I'm really not that good moving that camera, so sorry if it was all jumpy. Anyway, it does look good. So that's piece number 1. I got some left over on this roll, so we'll start with that roll, and hopefully I sliced it pretty straight when I did it. Or, I guess I could start at the bottom, unroll it, start at the bottom, work my way down. That could work, and then that way any cut edges won't show. So let me see about doing that. Also, I might be able to put the camera in a different place so you can see something besides my back. As you can see, I've got that narrow strip left, and I've got 2 partial pieces. And it wasn't long enough to finish off this bottom, so it's not very long. But I've got 2 of them. If I cut them in half, that should fill the gap, and then I just line them up, the 4 of them up. Okay, I have 18.5 inches on one and 19 on the other. And so 18 and 18 is 36, and 36 and 36 is 72, which is enough to finish that sliver if I cut this in half, if it works. So this is 17 3/4 length, which means we can cut it in half, and we can go all the way down the wall without opening another piece. And I am thinking that it might be nice to use the 2 leftover pieces and do the trim right there in the corner, down this wall right here, so it appears that the wall's bricked all the way on that side as well, because we have the curtains that start right there. And and then maybe right here where the bookcase is, because kind of fits just really good. And then that way it will give the appearance of bricks going around instead of just ending at the wall. I think that might work well. I got about 5 minutes left on that battery, and so I'm probably going to run out of battery. And so, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and finish this without y'all, and I'm going to cut this in half, the other piece in half, and just go down the wall, and then it'll be done. So, thanks for watching. God bless you all, and it is always nice to have you participate in our little world here on the homestead. Somebody mentioned to me, how is it a homestead without a home? But, you know, a home is just a place you live. We live in an RV. And we're going to have a tiny village, and we're going to live in many places. This one right here is our office/studio. The one Lee is building right now, not sure what one that one is. And the one next door that's full of nothing but stuff, that's our music room. The one next to it is our kitchen. That not kitchen with stoves and stuff, but kitchen with appliances and extra dishes and things that don't fit on the RV, and things that we might use outdoors with a barbecue or whatnot until we can get our actually outdoor kitchen built. Our outdoor kitchen will be a deck with all the barbecues and the grills. We also got a stove top that's for that. That will go out there and in this outdoor kitchen area where we can congregate as a group. We can invite our neighbors over for a big nice barbecue. We'll have picnic tables out there on the deck. It'll surround the pond. It'll be quite lovely. And then the cottage at the end, the one we did complete, that's what we call our clothes closet. Basically, it contains all our coats and sweaters and jackets, business clothes in case we have to go back to work, and winter clothes and gloves, hats. It's got our summer clothes. It's got our casual wear. It does not have my coveralls. All my coveralls are in the RV. So anything we're using in the RV go in the RV. But when we start traveling, we're going to need to switch our clothes out and take all our work clothes out of there and put in our travel clothes, our holiday clothes. And like I said, if I end up going back to work at some point in another church, I'm going to need all my business clothes. We'll see. But right now, that is the clothes closet. All our shoes are out there. Linens are out there. And everything that we cannot fit on the RV. And I know some people go on the RV and they minimalize really, really tight. I wasn't ready to minimalize. I can't say that word all of a sudden. Anyway, I wasn't ready to shrink down my wardrobe just yet because I do not know what the future holds for us. It could hold anything because the future's not written yet. And so we have our clothes closet. We will also be working on 3 other cottages. One's a guest cottage. 2 probably will be guest cottages because if a family comes, husband and wife in one, or adults in one, children in the other. We'll see about that. Hobby craft room is one. That's where my sewing and my hobbies and things will be. Lee has his shop out there. And there's a game room, which will have all the video games as well as board games, and a table where you can sit and play poker. Not that we play poker, but the games. And then the final one will be, well, it's not the final one because we do have the garage over here. So we have that garage I forgot to mention. Now, the final one is garage size. We'll put a floor in, and that will be the TV/family room. That's where when you have guests over, there's plenty of room inside that building. It's not little like these buildings. It's double the size, and so therefore plenty of room to put the couch and the chairs and the TV set, and we can just all be in there and have our Christmas tree up in there, and when the family comes, it'll all just be delightful. And so our little village. Anyway, it is time to say goodbye because battery just signaled it's going. So thanks for watching. Be sure to share, like, press the notification bell, and subscribe. Share it with your friends, and do comment. God bless y'all, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.